So there's a few things that I wanted to bring to your attention. Today is January 27th and is Lavoy Finicum's birthday. I finally had a day to take and catch up on some news, and I seen where the Oregonian Maxine had posted up a video, well, multiple videos, from F.B.I. agent Astaria's trial. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. It's okay. They butcher everything else. We can butcher their name, right? I'm going to add this link down in the description and also in the comment section. Basically, it just goes through what all we learned in trial. We learned a whole lot of new evidence that we can use for the wrongful death suit, which is a miracle in itself. Number 7, right? So, I am not going to upload all of these videos to my channel. It's just his exhibits, what they used in court. What I will say is, if you notice, all of these F.B.I., they're in gold. Local police are in blue. Isn't it amazing that the F.B.I. has no blood on their hands, but instead the local law enforcement does? Crazy how they set that up, right? So, first off, I just want to start by saying you can't believe everything from Maxine and the Oregonian. This is one of my other videos on my channel. It was the Oregonian's Facebook page while the refuge was under siege by Americans. They were posting up their friend Maxine Bernstein. They all took part in this psyop. Let's just lay it on the table. Les Zates, Maxine, they're all a part of it. If you go to my main channel, I would suggest, if you really want to dig into what actually happened in Oregon, what it was over, Valley Forge Network have really done an awesome job with all the research that we had done with putting this together. If you go to my main homepage, Through the Looking Glass, Seth Rich, Uranium One, Jade Helm, the Malheur Refuge, that really details the deep state that was involved in this assassination. The other videos in this playlist, they're actually videos from, it's actual live footage from the refuge. We had taken quite a few. It was 5 or 6 of their live streams and put them together. Luckily, we have all that stored because they were all deleted and taken off of the internet. But, yes, if you watch the Through the Looking Glass Seth Rich episode, I know it's long, but it's a lot of good stuff in there. As well as you can scroll down and you'll find another playlist from Laz. He also has some very detailed about the deep state and their connections with it. This is very important, especially with the wrongful death suit coming up next year. It's very important that we keep Lavoy's message alive and his teachings alive, for sure. This is the video, exhibit number 2. This is where the officers were actually searching the grounds. There were 8 shots fired during this assassination, and only 2 shells were accounted for. That's what they're doing here. They're running around digging up all of their shells so that they're not indicted as well. But we'll get them, no doubt. No doubt about it. I hope you all have a blessed night. Let's keep Lavoy alive. Love you all. I'll leave these links down in the description.
Did you ever get the feeling, as you're staring at the ceiling, that this game of life we play ain't fair? Seems as fast as we can make it, there's a hand that grabs and takes it till they find us in a grave somewhere. Like a rodent on a treadmill, we keep pushing for it uphill, but we never seem to get too far. Well, if you think you're being taken, then you're ready to awaken to the truth of what we really are. We're all indentured, servitudal slaves, overburdened and bewildered feudal knaves, who have lost our sole posterity through ignorance and apathy, and now we're being taxed out of our graves. And as long as we stay passive, we'll succumb, contented with some socialistic crumb. Well, the naked truth and fact is, we're all saps who pay our taxes, and that is why the banksters keep us dumb. Could the state of our condition be the product of omission, what we didn't learn in public schools? And did our fathers all through history all fight and die for liberty so we could play the tyrant's fools? And can you call it education when it's all indoctrination to obey the hidden powers that be? Did we fight the revolution? Did we win the world wars just to slumber into slavery? We're all indentured, servitudal slaves, overburdened and bewildered feudal knaves, who have lost our sole posterity through ignorance and apathy, and now we're being taxed out of our graves. And as long as we stay passive, we'll succumb, contented with some humanistic crumb. Well, the naked truth and fact is, we're all saps who pay those taxes, and that is why the banksters keep us dumb. While Franklin and Eleanor were telling us they hated war, they made a deal behind our backs. They said the bankers could enslave us for a portion of our wages, and today we call it income tax. But what they failed then to tell us was the way they planned to sell us into statutory slavery. Now it's called constructive fraud. Some even claim the wrath of God. I call it social insecurity. Let's stop being indentured, servitudal slaves, overburdened and bewildered feudal knaves, and reclaim our lost posterity. Rise up and proclaim liberty. It's high time we rock the boat and make some waves. 'Cause as long as we stay passive, we'll succumb. They'll starve us on their communistic crumb. And the naked truth and fact is, we don't have to pay those taxes. Yes, it's time we show those banksters, those international gangsters. So let's turn the tables and spoil all their fun.
All right, there you go, Eustace Mullen.